Time once again to play America's favorite television game. Name the right price.
Hi there. I'm your MC, Bill Cruller. Now let's meet tonight's contestants. First, we have a spry chicken plucker from Bangor, Maine, Mrs. Hattie Wheeler. How are you tonight, Miss Wheeler?
Let's get going.
Ready? Our next contestant from Oswego, New York is Mr. George Foble. Good evening, Mr. Foble.
Good evening.
Tell me, Mr. Foble, do you spell your name with an F?
Yes, I used to spell it with a G, but people kept calling me GOBEL all the time.
Oh, I understand. Well, we're glad to have you with us. How are you tonight?
Mean.
Mean? Sorry to hear that. What do you do?
I'm a bank president.
Where is your bank?
I haven't got one. That's what makes me so mean.
Moving right along now, we come to a familiar face. Our all-time champion. She's back for the 102nd week. She is our little stenographer from Pasadena, Miss Barbara Conklin. How are you tonight, Barbara? Barbara? How are you tonight?
Oh, I'm just wonderful. I'm so happy to be here for my 102nd week, and I love playing this game. It's such fun. We're all going to have fun. You'll see, you'll have a wonderful time.
Well, I don't know about that.
Let's get going.
Well, I think we all know how we play the game. I show an article of value, and the panel tries to guess what it costs, and the one who comes closest to the exact price wins. And here we go. Our first prize is a full-length ranch mink coat, and we'll start the bidding with Mrs. Wheeler.
Let's get going.
We've already started, Mrs. Wheeler. We're waiting for your bid.
Is that real mink?
Yes, it is real mink. Now, what's your bid?
Oh, well, the $40.
$40. Your bid now, Mr. Foble?
I'm afraid I'll have to up that. Just a wee bit, I'll say $6,000.
$6,000. Barbara?
Oh, now it's my turn. Goody. She bid $40, and he bid $6,000, and now it's my turn. Goody. Now, gee, I don't really know, but I'll just take a wild guess, and I will say, $6,476.34.
All right, we'll open the envelope and take a look at the price tag. This coat retails for $6,476.34. You have won a mink coat.
Yeah, that makes 12. Oh, I'm so enthusiastic and greedy. Another mink coat. Isn't it wonderful?
You know, if you'd have done that in 1941, I never would have been drafted.
Well, Barbara, while the others didn't win, I'm sure that in the best tradition of American sportsmanship, I'm sure the other two are very happy for you. Isn't that right, Mrs. Wheeler? And now for our second go-round, look what we have for you now. Look at that. Now, here is a gift well worth the having. Here is a gift that will afford you many, many hours of incomparable entertainment. And we'll start the bidding, I believe, with Mr. Foble.
Yes, well, I would say to me that would be worth $75,000.
$75,000 for a television set?
What television set?
Mr. Foble, what's wrong with you?
Well, A man your age might not quite understand this. But for a moment, my mind wandered.
I'm sure it did. Mrs. Wheeler, may I have your bid, please?
Yes, well, let's get going.
We're going.
Is that a color television set?
Yes, it's a brand new 24-inch color television set. What is your bid?
Oh, it is. $40.
And now, Barbara, your bid, please.
Oh, now it's my turn. Goody, goody, goody. Gee, I don't know anything gloriosky about television sets, so I'll just have to roughly say in round figures, $623.17.
Well, the retail price is $623.17. You don't have a color television set, do you?
No, not in the bathroom. Oh, I'm so happy and excited. I just feel like hugging and kissing everybody. Oh, and I want to thank you, too, Bill. I've had such a goody-goody time on your program here for 102 weeks in a row. I want to thank you.
Well, Barbara, tell me this. In the 102 weeks, you have won fabulous thousands of wonderful, valuable prizes. What are you going to do with them all?
Well, my husband and I are going to take all of the prizes I won and start a show of our own just like yours.
Your husband?
Yes.
Who is that?
Oh, come in, dear.
Year, and see if you can guess which year from these clues. It was the year that John Q. Public read Babbitt, played Mahjong, and savored a new Epicurean delight called Eskimo pie. That year, Broadway theater goers were applauding the artistry of John Barrymore in Hamlet and Gene Eagles in Rain, while their London cousins were hailing the bright talents of our own Marion Lorne at the Savoy Theater in London. At The Hague that year, peace hopes ran high at the League of Nations Court. Here, for the first time, judges from 11 nations met to iron out international differences. The year of the first successful helicopter, and here it is. Lieutenant Jimmy Doolittle whizzed from Florida to California in 21 hours, 18 minutes. In New York, skywriting was introduced. Pilots were given one word of caution. If they wanted to spell a naughty word, they had to go behind a cloud. And here's the latest in men's fashions. Just the thing to wear during a total eclipse. Once again in Atlantic City, girls, girls, girls. Yes, sir, all these beauties are standouts. No matter which way they stand, most of them are out. And incidentally, you know why each girl is wearing a banner with a name on it? Well, it's a government regulation. All tomatoes must be labeled. Yes, good friends, it was that wonderful year, 1922. Among the movies produced in 1922 were Oliver Twist with Jackie Coogan, Blood and Sand starring Rudolph Valentino, and one of the first documentaries ever made called Nanook of the North. It was a film depicting the everyday life and customs of Eskimos, such as these.
Oh, that is my boyfriend. Come in, it's open.
Hello, my little Minook.
Hello, my little schnook.
Here, I brought some sweets from the trading post.
Oh, my favorite. Chocolate-covered blubber.
Yeah.
Oh, I could just kiss you for that.
Why don't you?
Oh, my little schnook, your kiss sets me on
hot nose for nothing. I'll tell you why I came over. I came over to ask you a question. Will you marry me?
Sure. I'm cold.
But first, there's one thing.
Yes?
When I first met you 10 years ago, you were all bundled up in that fur, remember?
Yes.
And every time I've seen you since then, you've been bundled up in that fur, right?
Yes, so?
Before we get married, there's one thing I got to know.
Oh, what is that?
Are you a girl?
In 1923, a songwriting fellow by the name of Fred Fisher offered up a poem of praise about a certain city in northeastern Illinois that did more for said city than all the travel agencies and Chamber of Commerce's combined. And I might add, in borrowing a line from Lonesome George, they don't hardly write songs like this one no more.
You around. I love it. I bet you bottom dollar you'll lose your blues in Chicago, Chicago. The folks who visit all want to settle down. On State Street, that great street, I just want to say, they do things that they don't do on Broadway. Say, you'll have the time of your life. I saw a man, he danced with his wife in Chicago, my hometown. Good time, Charlie, at your door. Anything you want to get more in Chicago. Gangsters itching to shoot it up. Bootleggers willing to fill your cup. Jazz musicians call it rough in Chicago. If you want a place that's never slow, you gotta see H-I-C-A-G. Oh, Chicago, that toddling town. Chicago, Chicago, I'll show you around. I'll bet your bottom dollar you'll lose your blues in Chicago, Chicago. Folks who visit all want to settle down. Around old State Street, not State Street, I just want to say, they do things that they don't do on Broadway. Say, you'll have the time of your life. I saw a man, he danced with his wife in Chicago.
Made great strides in 1922. Wireless broadcasting improved in quality. There was a tremendous run on radio crystal sets. The first successful Technicolor film hit the screen. And in New York, a boon to the working girl was in the making as the telephone company installed the first mechanical switchboard. Handling phone calls from now on was going to be a breeze.
Smith and Company? Oh, yes, yes. Hold on. Smith and Company? Yes. Yes. Yes, hold on, please. Smith and Company? Yes, yes. I'm connecting you. Yes. Hold on, please. Smith and Company? Yes, hold on. I'm helping you. Smith and Company? Oh, hold on. Yes. Smith and Company? Smith. Mr. Smith, I have a message for you. I'm quitting.
1922 saw the appearance of a new cultural institution on the American scene, the nightclub. And luring the customers in were the dance bands led by such gentlemen as Paul Whiteman, B.A. Rolfe, and Ted Lewis. Even sitting out the dance sets was fun because, as they used to say in 1922, the songs that year were the cat's pajamas, the butterfly's boots, and the caterpillar's kimono.
When the moon swings low on the Alamo, in a garden fair where roses grow, in the tender light of the summer night, I can see her wander to and fro.
Nothing could be finer than to be in Carolina in the morning. No one could be sweeter than my sweetie when I meet her in the morning. Now if I had a lead and slept for only a day, I'd make a wish and here's what I'd say. Nothing could be finer than to be in Carolina in the morning.
Times are long since you went away. I think about you all through the day. My buddy, nobody quite so true.
My wonderful one, in the shadow twilight, in silvery moonlight, there's none like you. I adore you, my life I live for you, my wonderful, wonderful one.
Tootsie, goodbye. Tootsie, don't cry. Watch for the mail. I'll never fail. If you don't get a letter, then you'll know I'm in jail. So, Tootsie, don't cry. Tootsie, goodbye. Hey!
Well, as you've just heard, many great tunes came out in 1922. But perhaps the greatest was a blues number introduced in this country sometime later by Gertrude Lawrence. It was an English show called Charlot's Revue. It featured a beautifully haunting mood piece which, well, it told the story of a woman who played at love and lost.
Right here in Orange Blossom Land, I'm weary, for no one seems to understand. And those weird China blues never go away. Bad blues, and all the while they seem to say, "Oh, Limehouse Kid, oh, Limehouse Kid, going the way that the rest of them did." Poor broken blossom and nobody's child, haunting and taunting, just kind of wild. Old Limehouse blues, got those real Limehouse blues. Learn from the Chinese those sad China blues. Ring for your fingers and tears for your crown. That is the story
is a bunch I hate to say goodnight to, but the time has come. Mr. George Fogle, a GOBEL. We do spell it. Diahann Carroll. Chicago. Carol Burnett. Marion Lawrence. And Shorty over here, Derwin Derby.
Just sing along and ride away. We have to stay so long for a while.
Before we go, we'd like to say we hope you had a laugh or a smile.
We hope to see you soon. Thanks for dropping by. But just for now, we'll say goodbye.
So until next week, be very kind to each other, will you? And goodbye out there.